You might be nothing but a mask. You can finally be your real self, no more hiding behind a mask. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Let me ask you something that might sting a little. Who the hell are you, really? I mean really. When no one's watching. When you're not trying to impress. When you're not filtering your face or shrinking your opinions to fit in. Ever felt like you're playing a role in a movie that never ends? Wearing a mask that smiles when you're hurting, agrees when you disagree, nods when you want to scream? Here's the truth, most people are living behind a mask. Not because they're fake. But because they're afraid. Afraid of being judged. Rejected. Laughed at. Left out. But here's the twist, what if I told you that dropping that mask is the very thing that could change your life? Stick around. Because by the end of this story, you won't just understand who you are. You'll know exactly how to show up as the real you, and finally feel free. Let's dive in. You were born real. A messy, loud, emotional, honest little human. You cried when you were sad. You laughed when something was funny. You said weird stuff and wore what felt good. You were you without even trying. But then, little by little, the world started teaching you the rules. Don't talk too loud. Don't dress like that. Don't cry here. Don't be too much. So you adapted. You learned how to blend in, fit in, stay in line. You started wearing masks. One for school. One for friends. One for your family. Maybe even one when you're alone, scrolling, pretending you're okay. And that's where it begins. The slow, quiet fading of who you really are. But let's pause here. Because you're not alone in this. We all do it. Even the people who seem super confident. Even the ones who post selfies with motivational quotes. We've all worn masks. And sometimes, we wear them so long, we forget we even have one on. It's like, imagine waking up every day and putting on a costume. At first, it feels weird. But after a while, it becomes automatic. And suddenly, years pass, and you can't tell the difference between the costume and your skin. But deep inside, you feel it. Something's off. You laugh, but it doesn't feel real. You say yes, but you wanted to say no. You look in the mirror and wonder, is this me? Or just who I've become to survive? Now here's where it gets exciting. Because what if you didn't have to keep pretending? What if the version of you that feels the most real, the messy, honest, emotional, powerful version, wasn't something to hide? But your superpower? Let me tell you a story. There was this guy, let's call him Jay. Jay was a master at pretending. At school, he was the funny guy. At home, the obedient one. On Instagram, the perfect version. He was all the right things. But inside? Exhausted. Lost. Lonely. Until one day, someone asked him the question, if no one judged you for a day, who would you be? At first, Jay didn't know. But slowly, he started experimenting. He said no when he meant no. He wore clothes that felt like him, not the trend. He unfollowed people who made him feel small. He started speaking up. And guess what? Yeah, some people didn't like it. But others loved it. Not because he was perfect. But because he was real. And more importantly, Jay started loving himself. That's the secret no one tells you. You don't become powerful by being perfect. You become powerful by being honest. You don't attract real friends by fitting in. You attract them by showing up as the real you. And when you finally stop wearing the mask, you breathe easier. You sleep better. You smile for real. You stop second-guessing every word. You stop editing your life like a highlight reel. You stop living like you're on trial 24/7. Instead, you start living. And that changes everything. Now, this isn't easy. It takes guts. Because being yourself means being vulnerable. It means risking rejection. It means saying, this is me. Take it or leave it. But let me ask you this, isn't pretending more painful than rejection? Isn't living for other people more exhausting than being alone for a while? Isn't the price of the mask just too high? You were not born to fit into a mold. You were born to break it. You were not made to be liked by everyone. You were made to light up your world. And the people who matter? The ones who are worth keeping around? They don't want the mask. They want you. Your weird jokes. Your awkward laugh. Your unpopular opinions. Your dreams. Your fire. Your truth. So how do you do it? How do you take off the mask? Start small. You don't need to post a deep confession or move to a new country. You just need to choose honesty in little moments. Say what you feel, even if your voice shakes. Or what feels like you. Do what excites you, even if no one gets it. Leave the room when it drains your energy. Tell people when you're not okay. You don't have to be fearless. You just have to be real. And every time you choose honesty over approval, you become stronger. You become freer. You become you. We're in a wild time right now. Everyone's curating their identity online. Everyone's building a brand. Everyone's terrified of being invisible. But here's the rebellion: be real. Because when you're real, you're unforgettable. When you're real, you're magnetic. When you're real, you create space for others to be real too. And that changes the world. So maybe you don't have it all figured out. Maybe you don't know exactly who you are yet. That's okay. You're allowed to explore. You're allowed to try things. You're allowed to evolve. But please, don't lose yourself trying to be what others want. Because who you are, under the layers, under the pressure, under the fear, is someone worth knowing. Someone worth loving. Someone worth being. So take a breath. Take off the mask. Look in the mirror. And say it, this is me. And that's enough. If this hit you somewhere deep, good. It means you're waking up. It means you're ready. You don't need to be louder, prettier, cooler, or smarter. You just need to be you, with no filter. So do it. Say what you mean. Walk your path. Make your art. Live your truth. Because the world doesn't need another copy. It needs you. If this message spoke to something inside you, if you felt seen, if you're ready to live without the mask, then make sure to subscribe to this channel. Because here, we talk real. No filters. No fakes. Just truth, growth, and everything in between. Subscribe. Turn on notifications. And start living the life that feels true. You've worn the mask long enough. It's time to be free. It's time to be you.